AI didn't just change work, it changed the way human attention functions. And for most people, that shift happened quietly, long before they realized it. Welcome to Uncommon Sense Lab. I'm Sam, and today we're looking at how AI reshapes attention, decision-making, and cognitive load in ways most of us don't notice until we're in the middle of it. Let's start with something familiar. You open an AI tool for one quick draft, just to get started. Instead of one idea, you suddenly have 12 versions and 5 alternates, more choices than you asked for. Now you're stuck choosing between options you didn't even want. That stuck feeling isn't a lack of discipline, it's a shift in cognitive demand. AI removes friction, and when friction disappears, the brain doesn't relax, it fills the space. The first shift is something called cognitive offloading. Humans naturally move tasks out of the mind into tools, lists, reminders, calculators, now AI. But AI isn't just another tool. It offloads not only memory, but imagination, spinning options you didn't consider. One analyst brainstormed with AI and lost the original goal. That's offloading becoming overflow. Simply put, AI does a thinking step your brain would do. Helpful at first, but more options strain attention. Deciding what matters gets harder. The second shift is automation bias. When a system feels fast, fluent, or confident, the brain assumes it's correct. Not because it is, but because ease feels trustworthy. At work, smooth AI outputs feel like clarity, even when the thinking underneath could be wrong. This isn't laziness, it's human. A manager approved an AI summary, then realized it left out the client's priorities. AI lowers the effort, but your brain doesn't power down. It uses the extra space to overthink, checking again, editing again, generating just one more option. Simple definition: cognitive offloading makes the task easier because AI took a step. Attention elasticity is what your brain does with the empty space, stretching the search until the decision feels harder than the work. When AI helps too early in the process, underlying skills stop getting practiced. Not because people don't want to improve, but because the tool handles steps that used to build clarity. One content writer told me she realized she couldn't outline a piece without AI anymore. Not because she didn't know how, but because she stopped practicing the steps that used to guide her thinking. Over time, this creates a quiet dependency on the ease, not the craft. Not on AI as a whole, but on the friction AI removes. Friction used to shape attention, the blank page, the rough outline, the messy first pass. Those small struggles built structure, index cards, sketches, and reordering ideas until the shape appeared. Without that friction, thinking loses structure. So if AI changes attention, what's the solution? It isn't to avoid AI, and it isn't to rely on it completely. We need to choose our focus, on purpose, before the tool ever enters the room. The new skill is directed attention, deciding where your attention goes before you use the tool, so the tool serves your aim, not the other way around. Here are 3 ways to practice directed attention. 1. Set your direction before you open AI. Decide the outcome or goal first. AI should expand clarity, not replace intention. 2. Limit the number of versions you allow. Create a boundary, 2 or 3 drafts. Constraints protect attention from overload. 3. Use AI for expansion, not final decisions. Let the tool widen the field. Let your judgment choose the path. AI didn't remove human attention, it redistributed it. The more clearly you understand what your attention is doing in an AI-rich environment, the easier it becomes to use these tools without losing your direction. AI didn't remove human attention, it redistributed it. The more clearly you understand what your attention is doing in an AI-rich environment, the easier it becomes to use these tools without losing your direction. Keep your aim steady. Clarity first, constraints second, expansion last, and your work will stay yours. I'm Sam with Uncommon Sense Lab. Thanks for spending this time with me today, and I'll see you in the next special edition.